Jeremy Kyle has been spotted for the first time since an explosive documentary detailed the inner workings of his old ITV talk show. The Jeremy Kyle Show was cancelled in 2019 after 14 years on the air following the death of guest Steve Dymond, who took his own life after filming an episode where he failed a lie detector test that told his fiancée he had cheated, something he denied. A new Channel 4 documentary, Death on Daytime, examined the inner workings of the show, with former guests and staff speaking out to claim it was manipulative and manufactured events by riling people up backstage. Jeremy, 56, was spotted yesterday in central London, and looked a little downcast in the Mirror's exclusive pictures. Carrying a garment bag and a small pouch in one hand, he was pictured strolling through London, dressed casually in jeans, a white open-collared shirt and a quilted jacket and trainers. He paid photographers no attention as he made his way to a waiting car and climbed in. He kept a serious look on his face, carrying out his tasks and seemingly ignoring the press attention swirling around him. Jeremy, who is believed to be taking legal action against the documentary, spoke out after it aired to insist there are two sides to every story. He said on talk radio, "Let's just deal with the elephant in the room straight away. Couple of texts already talking about a certain program that was on television last night. Yes, I am fully aware. I will say only this, my friends, to you. I have maintained a consistent approach over the last 3 years. I have said that I will not comment on the tragic death of Steve Dymond until the legal process has finished, and that is a position I will maintain. When, and trust me, there will be a time after the inquest, when it is right and proper for me to have my say, because there are of course two sides to every single story. I will do it here and I will do it to you, and that is the most important thing." He added, "With the greatest of respect, I wanted to say that." The inquest into Mr. Dymond's death will take place later this month. The documentary also featured actors standing in for 4 ex-staff members who claimed they would manipulate guests to rile them up and ensure more explosive conflicts on stage. Mr. Dymond's former fiancée Jane also heavily featured in the program, and said she did not blame Jeremy for what had happened, even unveiling a tattoo of the presenter's signature she had inked on her arm after Mr. Dymond's death. She said, "I think he's brilliant. I feel sorry for him because he lost his job. I don't hate Jeremy Kyle and I didn't blame him. I can't put the blame on someone else when I feel partly to blame myself." ITV said in a statement to Channel 4, "The Jeremy Kyle Show was broadcast for 14 years. In that time, more than 20,000 people took part in the show seeking help to resolve relationship issues, or to address drug or alcohol-related problems. The central purpose of the show was conflict resolution, and the show achieved many positive outcomes where people were able to resolve personal problems. The Jeremy Kyle Show had extensive and detailed duty of care processes in place for contributors built up over 14 years. It had a dedicated guest welfare team of mental health care professionals with decades of experience in NHS mental health care, who were focused on the welfare of guests throughout the production process. Guests were supported by the program and welfare teams prior to filming, throughout filming and after filming. Should they require ongoing help, then appropriate solutions were found for them, which could include residential rehabilitation, counseling, anger management, family mediation, child access mediation or couples counseling. Due to the gravity of events in May 2019, namely the death of a guest a few days after taking part in the show, ITV decided to end production of the show. It would not be appropriate for ITV to comment further on that in advance of the inquest to be held later this month. ITV does not accept the central allegation of this program of a bad culture within the production team. We note that the program includes anonymous former production members claiming wrongdoing by themselves and others, without supporting evidence. ITV would never condone any of its production staff misleading or lying to guests. All guests on The Jeremy Kyle Show were aware of the nature of the show and the presenter's style before taking part in recording. Most of those who applied to appear watched the show themselves. All guests gave their informed consent, in writing, to take part. Since 2018, ITV has taken significant steps in relation to its duty of care of participants. ITV issued detailed new guidance to all its producers on protecting participants in October 2019, which represents industry-leading good practice and now reflects the changes to the broadcasting code made by industry regulator Ofcom in 2021. ITV also ensures greater management oversight of participant welfare through a duty of care board, and has created a mental health advisory group involving mental health charities to advise ITV on its policies for staff and program guests. Jeremy was asked to take part in the documentary or provide a response, but did not.